Hey, it's old Big G from the Whiskey Trip, and I got something new for you, listeners. A little whiskey education. I was listening to the folks out there, new whiskey drinkers. They want to know about whiskey, and I thought I would start out with the bourbon barrel and tell you a little bit about the bourbon barrel. Yes, indeed. Now, before I do that, I'm sipping on a little bit of Crittenden's Cut Above. That's delicious. If you're not supporting craft distilleries out there, get to it. Help these craft distilleries out. They definitely need our help. Now, I've got a whiskey stave right here. You can see that where that whiskey went into there. This is made out of American white oak. It takes 80 to 100 years to grow this tree, and you get 1 to 1.5 barrels out of the tree. You char it, take a cooperage, build a barrel, and they char it with fire. It's from a 1 to 4 char, light to heavy, and sometimes toasted. Uh, why not European oak? Well, European oak would give you that tannic, that drier taste in whiskey, where these American white oaks, they give you that caramel, that coconut, that vanilla. If you char it enough, it's going to give you those tobacco notes, those leather notes that we all crave in our bourbon. Something very beautiful about that. Now you fill this up, a barrel, a 53-gallon barrel, weighs about 550 pounds, give or take a couple pounds. That's awful heavy. Now, it wasn't always the 53-gallon barrel. Back in the 1960s is when that came about, but it had kind of been building up from that. Uh, Before that, like George Washington, he used 25, 30, and 40-gallon barrels to transport his rye whiskey into the tavern, and then it'll get drank right away. Not a whole lot of aging was going on. But at some point, somebody decided to char it, I think for reasons to kill bugs in the wood. Um, Kind of like we do with heat treating with wood coming into America today. Um, that's what they were doing back in the day, I believe. Put whiskey in there, sent it down the Mississippi River, sent it to New Orleans, and somebody had some aged bourbon, and they were like, damn, this is pretty damn good. But that's the case right there that we know today. Elijah Craig did not create this. Nobody really knows who created bourbon. But what happens after you use the bourbon barrel? Well, it can only be used one time, but then it can be repurposed for other whiskeys like Scotch, Irish whiskey, Japanese whiskey, um, for wine, for beer, for furniture like the chair I'm sitting in. It can be made into something very beautiful. I hope this was some quick education for you about the American white oak. I know there's so much more to talk about there, but I only got 3 minutes. This is old Big Chief, and thanks for taking this ride with me, baby.